Hey Michelle, I am just recording this video to document this journal that I'm about to send off to you and also to sort of give you an idea of how to use it. So I make these journals out of junk mail envelopes like this one, and I put them together with different things that I find, magazine cutouts, some offcuts from my artwork, and some original artwork, and I'm so excited to show you this one today. Of course, you chose the image on the front. A lot of these images from magazine cutouts I get from local magazines. One magazine that I really like is Art and Design. It's a magazine that's published by a local artist called Steve Martin, and there's a ton of beautiful images in this magazine, in these magazines that I cut out. So this is one of the images from that magazine. I can't remember which episode. I can't remember which one it is, but there you go. So you can see sort of the background of the junk mail envelopes. This is a butterfly. I'm kind of obsessed with butterflies and dragonflies, and it comes from some wrapping paper that someone gave me a gift in, and so I just kept the wrapping paper and I cut out, fussy cut some of the butterflies, and also I like to put the person's name on it who actually did it, because some of these things are mine and some of these things are not mine. So the way that the journal works, I call this a single-use journal, but you can use it as many times as you want, is you open it up, and this is the beginning of it. So the first flap is here, and I'll just show you. This is another image from Steve Martin's magazine, and these are some little doggies statues that are put up all over the city, and they were designed by different artists, and this is one that I really liked. This is just an original sticky that I made myself, and it opens out like this. I put a lot of New Orleans images in here, and some of them came from New Orleans food magazines, and some of them came from like culture magazines, but this is one image that I found which I really liked. And I know that I'm kind of doing dance heavy stuff here, but it's only because I know that you love dance so much and that it was such a big part of your life that I put several images of dancers in this little booklet. And this is just a little heart that I made and painted myself with a jelly plate, and use just scrap paper to make these, really. So you'll notice that underneath it is some kind of accounting paper that my housemate gave me. She gives me a lot of stuff. She finds a lot of trash, and she brings it home for me to make these journals. And she also was an interior designer, so she has a lot of old magazines and old scraps of paper that she's also gifted me, and stencils and whatnot. So she's just a great muse for my for these journals themselves. Now you can fill these journals however you want. You open it up like this, and I again made it NOLA specific, so you are fantastic, girl. And you can use these to write and draw or doodle or whatever you want to use them for. It's yours. You can even cover these up with, if you don't like these, you can cover them up. Here's a little image of Tennessee Williams and Streetcar Named Desire and some of the ideas that are popping directly out of his head, and then you can flip that over and you can write something here. Here's a great image, Mardi Gras image of a skeleton, and I just love the makeup, and actually this is my own hair color. This is not me, obviously. Then I put a little backing on that, so you can also use this as a journaling area. And then here is just the bodice of a dress from a Mardi Gras ball that I thought was really beautiful as well, and I put a backing on that so that you can do some journaling here. And here I just wanted to say that everything in its perfect time, and here's a little stamped flower that I made myself. So I just wanted to mention the sort of craftsmanship of these journals, which are pretty crappy, and the reason why I use crappy craftsmanship is because, well, it would take way too long for me to use regular craftsmanship to make these journals, but also because I want you to feel confident in using it and in sort of messing it up and trashing it up. I mean, that is the purpose of this, is to just to let your creativity flow. And so I'm just gonna close this up, and if we flip it this way, you'll see that there's an image of coffee and chicory, and then just from me, your longtime and forever friend and comrade, Danita Loretta Jackson. Now here's a little secret pocket that if you flip it over and pull this out, here are some secret treasures inside the secret pocket. So this is just a triptych of sugarcane that I found in one of the magazines that I use. And God, I love sugarcane. Like when I lived in Thibodaux when I was a kid, we used to live next to a cane field, and we used to play hide and seek. We used to fly kites in the cane field when the cane was cut, and I just really loved it. And then we also used to just obviously chew on the sugarcane. And then if you flip it over, here are some images that I have made myself. These are actual photocopies, and I cut them out. And as you can see, I had a little bit of trouble with the glue itself because I wanted to use this gel medium to make it more stable, but it looks like it looks a bit crappy, but that's okay. I love you anyway. Here is an image from Storyville in the early 20th century. It's a very famous image, and then you can also do some journaling on the back of that as well. Here is, as I promised in my email to you, Pop's favorite dish. So this is Louis and Lucille Armstrong's Creole red kidney beans and rice. And I'm vegetarian, but this one has meat in it. I don't think you're vegetarian, but you can make this into vegetarian by just not putting like ham hocks in it. But if you do want to make it with meat, you can use ham hocks and pork butts. Wouldn't recommend it, but go on ahead. And on the back of this is just a little message: food is love, and you can do some more journaling on here. Or you can do sort of memories of when you made this actual recipe. Okay, so that's the one side. Then you kind of flip through, and there's some blank pages here for you to write on or to doodle on. Again, this is like from my landlady who used to be an interior designer. I put these together with just like a simple embroidery floss string that is basically tied here, so you can untie it to put more pages in. You can take these pages out and store them someplace else and replace new pages if you want to use this more often. And these are just to fill up in your own. And then here is a photocopy of an image that I drew myself when I was trying to learn how to, when I'm practicing drawing. It's just one of the images that I practice drawing with, and a little spiral here. And don't forget, and I don't know what you shouldn't forget, but you should know, you'll know it yourself when you read this, things that you shouldn't forget. Here's another little image of New Orleans, a Bloody Mary cocktail. And can't remember if you drink or not, so this could be virgin if you don't drink, and if you do drink, it's going to be a double girl. And again, I tried to use the gel medium, but it didn't come out so well, so you just kind of have to forgive me for that. Then you've got this little flip out here, which I'll address in a second, but here's just another, like, this beautiful image that I found, again, in Steve Martin's Art and Design, which I just love, of this pelican. And then you open it up, and here's your saying, "You don't know what it means to Miss New Orleans." And just some little images of jewelry that have, this isn't fleur-de-lis, sorry, magnolia, Mardi Gras, mask, and oyster. And so that folds down like that. And then here is another opportunity for journaling in a secret pocket. Again, another secret pocket. I'll take these secret things out. So the first thing is just a really big piece of paper. On this side is a map of the historic Marigny, which is where I live and the place that you came to visit when you were here. And then in the back is just some journaling opportunities again, and this little flower that I made the stamp myself, and also just did some doodling on the stamp itself. And so that kind of can go back in there. And then here's another little Mardi Gras tradition with on the back of here, you can use this for a journal card. You can put thoughts, feelings, list, journal, doodle, mark, dreams, blah, 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 all the way around. So that's another journaling opportunity. This is a little card that I got maybe 5 years ago when the New Orleans was having its Fringe Festival, and it's the general admission, and I just loved this. I loved the whole design of it. I love the fact that there's a little turtle on it, so I thought I would just chuck it in there. It has no meaning whatsoever. There's no place to journal. It's just a cute little thing that you could maybe collage if you want to. I'm also going to chuck in some collage materials, which will be a secret and won't be in this video, but there'll be some secrets and goodies inside of here that I didn't record in the video. So this is actually what I call an incantation flower, And this is how you use it. Basically, I like to hold it with my, between my thumb and my forefinger of my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, and I put all of this in the instructions, and then I take it with my thumb and my middle finger of my dominant hand, and I sort of flip it around like this, and as I'm flipping it around, I say the word that I want to bring into my life. So happiness, 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 love, love, beauty, happiness, beauty, happiness, health. And I just do this as an incantation whenever I'm feeling kind of down or whatever. This kind of really helps. And I made this flower myself out of some painted material, some offcuts from some of my artwork. So, and then the instructions are here. If I just flip this over, last thing is just the back again. Another little butterfly, some homemade stamps that I made. And you know, when you spread it out like this and kind of look at it, you can see how it was constructed. So, you know, here is one envelope, and then I glued another envelope into the little pocket itself, the little secret pocket. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to put some more goodies in here that won't be in this video. I'll probably just photograph them just to know for myself. But I hope you really enjoyed this, Michelle. I really enjoy making these, and people have told me that they really love just sort of writing in them, doodling in them, collaging in them, or somebody even told me that she just loves holding it and just looking through it. She hasn't actually marked in it at all because she doesn't want to mark in it, but she just feels so much better, she said, when she holds it in her hand. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it for you, and I hope to see you again someday. I wish I could be handing this to you personally. Patrick and I had planned to do a cross-country trip, and we were hoping to stop at yours on the way out west, but it looks like that's going to have to hold off until after this whole COVID malarkey is over. So anyway, Michelle, thanks so much for still remaining my friend, and I really am so happy that we've been friends after so many years, and I hope you're just having an amazing time right now. Bye!